Some women have surgery on the labia minora because they are uncomfortable, but if you think that the shape of the labia minora is not pretty or ugly, you first try not to show it to your partner. Of course, there is no touch. These people rarely have an orgasm, so I think a woman's vulva should be very beautiful. There are many different types of beauty, but the core center is the labia minora. Asate. So, by explaining some of the factors that can lead to the beauty of the labia minora, I would like to make you think, this must be beautiful. I think the first is balance with the surrounding structures. The most important thing in balance is the clitoris. Sometimes there are people like that. The size of the clitoris is similar to the size of the labia minora. Then it looks unbalanced and not pretty. Think of your face as having your eyes in the center of your nose. Then it wouldn't be pretty. Clitoral surgery is recommended considering the clitoris and balance. The most beautiful balance is when the size of the clitoris is 1 and the size of the labia minora is about 1.5. Second, how big does the labia minora have to be pretty? If the labia minora is 0.5 centimeter, it is very short. Some people want it that way. I think that around 1 centimeter is the prettiest. In the past, I left about 1.5 centimeters to make it into a petal shape. Although there are individual differences after labia minora surgery, there is a phenomenon in which the labia minora grows. If it grows a lot, it can grow twice as much. If you leave 1.5 centimeters, sagging will appear once it reaches 2 centimeters. It wasn't very pretty. When shaping the labia minora, sometimes it slightly puffs up and down from the clitoris in a petal shape, and sometimes it is cut in a thin straight line. The standard is the size of the clitoris. If your clitoris is really small, it would be nice to lightly shape it into a petal shape. If your clitoris is large, making it into a petal shape will make it too big. Then there is sagging. In that case, it is shaped in a straight line. Among the factors that determine the shape of the labia minora is the thickness of the labia minora. However, many people dislike the thick shape of the labia minora. I want it to be thin, pink, and pretty with a petal shape. However, there are people who basically have a very thick base. They use a method of cutting, then using meltable thread to hold the base to a thin size, and then sewing it. So I'm trying to make it as thin as possible.